37.6 million ounces vanished in 47 days. Gone from COMEX vaults. The largest drain since 1980. You know what else happened in 1980? Silver hit $49. Then the entire futures market nearly collapsed. February 14, 2025. For major South Korean banks stopped selling silver. Just stop. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Indefinitely. China blocks citizens from buying physical precious metals. Russia banned from London trading floors. And right now, something's happening that shouldn't be possible. Spot silver is trading above futures prices. That's called backwardation, in plain English. People are paying more to get silver today than to get a promise of silver tomorrow. That's panic buying. This isn't about silver going up. This is stage 3 of a 4-stage pattern that's destroyed fortunes 3 times before. And when stage 4 hits, price won't matter because you won't be able to find it. 3 times this pattern played out. 3 times the people who saw it early made generational wealth. 3 times everyone else asked what the hell just happened. The pattern is brutally simple. Stage 1, establishment. Silver becomes money. Governments back currency with it. Price is stable for decades. Trust is absolute. Stage 2, manipulation. Someone creates paper claims on physical metal. 1 ounce becomes 10 contracts, then 50, then 100. Paper floods the market. Price drops because supply looks infinite, but it isn't. So, stage 3, the squeeze. Demand grows. People demand physical delivery. Vaults drain. Everyone realizes simultaneously there aren't enough ounces. Panic. Rush to convert paper to metal. But the metal doesn't exist. And then, stage 4, the break. Paper market collapses. Trading halts. Delivery failures cascade. Physical goes parabolic. Paper becomes worthless. People holding real metal win. Everyone else learns expensive lessons. That's why price won't matter. When stage 4 hits, there's no paper price, only physical. And I'm going to prove we're deep in stage 3 using COMEX's own data. But first, the most dramatic example in history. To brothers, 200 million ounces, a plan that almost broke the American financial system. Nelson Bunker Hunt and William Herbert Hunt, Texas oil billionaires, in 1979. They started buying silver. Not a little everything. Their thesis, dollars dying. Inflation at 13%. Nixon killed gold standard in 1971. Fiat collapsing. Silver is real money. They weren't wrong. January 1979, $6 per ounce. September, $10. December, $30. January 17th, 1980, $49.45. That's 724% in 12 months. Hunt brothers worth billions. Richest men in America. Wall Street panicked. Because they weren't just buying, they were taking delivery, draining physical supply, using massive leverage through futures, every contract a claim on physical metal. And they were demanding that metal. COMEX vaults emptying. If hunts keep demanding delivery, exchange fails. So COMEX did what exchanges always do when losing. Change the rules. Mid-game. January 7, 1980. Silver Rule 7. No more long positions. You can sell. You can hold. You cannot buy. Translation. We're freezing the Hunt brothers out. Silver kept climbing. Until January 21st. Margin requirements raised drastically. Overnight. Holding futures became impossibly expensive. Hunts needed hundreds of millions in additional margin. They scrambled. Sold. Others panicked. Sold. March 27th, 1980. Silver Thursday. Silver collapsed from $21 to $10.80 one day. Hunt brothers lost $1.7 billion. Declared bankruptcy. Brokerage houses teetered. Banks froze credit 48 hours. System almost broke. But here's what everyone forgets. People holding physical silver, not futures, not paper. Actual metal in possession didn't lose anything. When dust settled, silver was $10.80, still 80% higher than start. People who bought physical at $6 and held through chaos made enormous returns. Hunt brothers failed because they used leverage and paper. System changed rules. But you can't change rules on something you actually own. That lesson matters. Because we're watching the exact same setup, except worse. Gold is just money. Silver is money in the most critical industrial material in modern technology. Your phone, silver. Solar panels, silver. Car electronics, silver. Medical equipment, silver. 5G towers, silver. Missiles, silver. Every technology defining modern civilization depends on silver's conductivity. And we're running out. 148.9 million ounce deficit in 2024. Fourth straight year. Mining less every year. Using more every year. Solar industry alone could drain 85 to 98% of global reserves by 2050. University of New South Wales study. Industrial demand accelerating. Electric vehicles. Double the silver of combustion cars. 5G infrastructure. AI data centers. Every trend increases silver demand. Supply declining since 2016. Recycling can't keep pace. In 1980, silver was primarily monetary. Industrial was secondary. Today, industrial is 50% of market and growing. You can't substitute. Modern civilization runs on silver's unique properties. So when paper market breaks this time, it's not just investors demanding delivery. It's Toyota needing silver for EVs, solar companies for panels, Samsung for phones, defense contractors for weapons. You can halt trading. You can change margin rules. You can't tell industrial civilization to stop functioning. That's why this time is different and potentially more explosive. Now watch what happens when we apply the pattern to right now. Stage 1. Complete. For 150 years, silver was money. 90% silver in U.S. coins until 1964. You exchanged dollars for silver at face value. Then 1965 silver removed. Why? Because market valued silver higher than government did. That should have been the warning. Stage 2. Complete. Wall Street created paper market. Futures, ETFs, certificates, derivatives. For every physical ounce, they issued 50 to 100 paper claims. Largest silver ETF. SLV claims for 140 million ounces. Read the prospectus. They can settle in cash if physical unavailable. Your silver might just be a promise to pay money if silver goes up, not actual silver. COMEX vaults, 265 million total. Registered for delivery, 43 million. When traders demand delivery, only 43 million available to cover hundreds of millions in open interest. See the problem? For decades this worked. Most closed for cash. Industrial users got metal. Banks collected fees. Until now. Stage 3 active right now. October 1st, 2024. COMEX registered 80 million ounces. December 3rd, 2025, 43 million. That's not profit taking. That's a bank run. Accelerating. November 17th alone. 6.13 million ounces withdrawn. One day, February 14th, 2025, for major South Korean banks simultaneously suspended silver sales indefinitely. These banks have unlimited capital, global connections, if they can't source silver. What does that tell you? China raised risk classifications on precious metals. Citizens literally cannot buy through banks. Why? China hoarding for state, restricted exports, require physical deposits for futures now. They're preparing. India's silver imports hit records 2024. Indians know physical metals protect when paper fails. Now add industrial demand. Solar panels, 12% annual supply. EVs, double. Combustion cars. 5G, AI data centers. Every trend increases demand. Supply declining since 2016. Deficit, 148.9 million ounces 2024, projected 117.6 million 2025. Investors waking up. ETF inflows surged. Retail buying levels not seen since 2011. Dealers, inventory shortages, premiums rising. When you pay $5 over spot just to get physical, paper prices lying. In backwardation, spot above futures. That screams physical desperation. Futures should cost more storage, time value, when spot higher. People paying premiums for immediate delivery over future promises. We are deep in stage 3. Squeeze is active. Stage 4 hasn't fully arrived, but we're at the door. COMEX trading halt, November 2025. Official reason, cooling failure. Cooling failure market with military-grade infrastructure handling trillions daily. Sure, veteran traders know. When exchanges halt mid-spike, someone big is in trouble. COMEX has two options. Change rules like 1980, raise margins, limit positions, suspend delivery, or let market run. Watch prices go parabolic. What do you think they'll choose? They'll try control. But here's the problem. This isn't to Texas billionaires. This is global demand, industrial users who need silver, investors in dozens of countries, central banks accumulating, BRICS nations building alternative systems. You can't change rules on everyone simultaneously. When stage 4 fully hits, trading halts become common, delivery failures cascade, contracts cash settled against buyers' will, premiums explode. Spot $60, physical dealers charging $80, $90, $100 just to get metal. Then one day, paper market freezes entirely, contracts suspended, lawsuits filed, regulators investigate, and people holding physical silver watch from safety because they already won. This isn't speculation. This is pattern recognition. The pattern is screaming. First, understand owning versus speculating. Trading paper for quick profits, that's speculation. Know the risks, but buying physical silver is protection, store of value, insurance against monetary collapse. Only one option, physical metal in your possession. Not vault you don't control. Not ETF. Not futures. In your hand, you're safe, where you can see it, touch it, secure it. That's ownership. Second, buy now while premium's reasonable. Physical available today $3 to $5 over spot. When squeeze accelerates, premiums $20, $30, $50 over. Eventually none available at any premium. Dealers sold out. Mints year-long waiting lists. You'll stand there with cash losing value, unable to convert to the one asset gaining value. Third, focus on recognizable liquid forms, silver coins, bars for major mints. Don't buy collectibles. Don't buy numismatics. Don't buy fancy premium products. You want pure silver content in forms anyone anywhere recognizes. American Silver Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs, 100-ounce bars from recognized refiners. Liquidity matters when systems break. Fourth, scale appropriately. Not about going all in. Intelligent allocation. Take 10%, 15%, maybe 20% of assets, convert to physical silver. Enough that if pattern completes, you're protected. Not so much that if something unexpected happens, you're destroyed. Balance caution with action. Fifth, store properly. Home safe. Bank safety deposit box if you trust bank. Private vault if you prefer. Make sure you control access. No third-party custody where someone else holds keys. Entire point is removing counterparty risk. Don't reintroduce through bad storage. Window closing. Not because guru says so. Not hype. Because vault's empty. Banks stepping back. Backwardation screaming supply gone. Market telling you truth. You just have to listen. Every fiat currency in history failed. Everyone. Average lifespan 27 years. US dollar fully fiat since 1971. That's 54 years. Borrowed time. And you cannot print silver. Cannot create with policy. Cannot algorithm out of supply deficit. Physics doesn't care about economic models, so question. Wait until market breaks. Wish you acted? Or recognize pattern. Trust data. Do something while still time. Choice is yours. Window won't stay open forever. If this made sense, if you see the pattern, subscribe now. What I've shown you is just beginning. Silver paper market collapse, one symptom of much larger systemic failure. Next video, I'll show you how deep this goes. Currency crisis, debt spiral, derivatives time bomb, all following same pattern, all headed same inevitable conclusion. Subscribe. Watch next video. Learn to survive what's coming. Because people who see pattern early don't just survive. They thrive. Clock is ticking. Vaults draining. Pattern is clear. What are you going to do about it?